Hello and welcome to The Hindu. I'm Abhinay Deshpande and today we are at Matrushri in Mumbai for an exclusive interview with Shiv Sena leader, former minister and Worli MLA Aaditya Thackeray. We will be discussing a range of topics with special focus on the ongoing Lok Sabha polls. Thank you so much for joining us, Aditya. So, you have been campaigning across the state. What is the situation like?
I'll tell you, I can speak for the state, but whatever I've been seeing, hearing from across India also, there is a strong undercurrent for the India alliance. It's primarily because after 10 years of misgovernance by the BJP, all of us in every state are feeling what did our state get and eventually what did our nation gain. You know, after 10 years of a single party governance at the center, full majority at the center, and also ruling many states at the same time. Eventually, if the top leaders of the BJP still have to campaign about mutton mas machi, where have we reached? Have we gone ahead or are we going behind? The topmost leaders of the BJP have to go on to a religious divide after the first phase of voting. And technically, the BJP only goes into a religious divide or on, random issues if they don't do well at the polls. So I can tell you one thing, that across India, there is a strong sentiment for the India alliance.
So, in your opinion, how do you see Prime Minister Narendra Modi's remarks in Rajasthan?
I think all of us have seen that, and it's unfortunate. I don't speak about one particular leader or one particular person because our fight is against the attitude of the BJP, the divisive attitude of the BJP, the dictatorial attitude of the BJP, the remarks on, the two religions. Now, whether you and I get a notice on discussing this from the Election Commission is one thing. Definitely the BJP is not getting a notice on this, or they'll just get a friendly notice. Because unfortunately the Election Commission has become completely subdued by the BJP and it's probably working from the BJP office. Can we go out and speak about our own religion like that? Can we speak about other people like that? We cannot. We'll get barred from campaigning. That is one. But as I said, the BJP only boils down to Hindu versus Muslim, caste against caste, district against district, only when the BJP does not do well at the polls. And the first indicator is this speech.
Okay. So, talking about the Election Commission, your party got a notice from the Election Commission of India for using Jai Bhavani, Jai Shivaji. So, what do you say?
Exactly this. I mean, see, the Election Commission and our experience with them about being biased, you can see it for the past 2.5 years. They've legitimized something that was unconstitutional. They've legitimized something that was absolute corrupt malpractice in motion in the state. That was one, with them regularizing the Minde gang. But apart from that, look at the instances of the BJP leaders going out and trying to polarize the voters, trying to spread hate. Whereas we, for speaking something that is the breadth of Maharashtra, Jai Bhavani, Jai Shivaji, the Election Commission is anti-Maharashtra just like the BJP is anti-Maharashtra. They do not like Maharashtra. And I want to ask the Election Commission, just like I want to ask the BJP, is Maharashtra not a part of India today? Are we not a part of Bharat today? Why we refrain from saying Jai Bhavani, Jai Shivaji? We will not put us behind bars, hang us wherever you want to. But we will not stop saying Jai Bhavani, Jai Shivaji. We will keep saying Jai Bhavani, Jai Shivaji. And just because the Election Commission or the BJP hates Maharashtra, we will not bow down to them. We will keep saying Jai Bhavani, Jai Shivaji.
Why would you say that the BJP or the Election Commission is hating Maharashtra? Because it sets 48 MPs after UP's 80.
Absolutely, which is what our point is. Look at the most recent development for the onion export ban, which was applicable across the country. For the onions from Gujarat, Mr. Piyush Goyal's department, who is also trying to be an MP from Maharashtra, has given permission for Gujarat to go ahead with the exports. Why not Maharashtra? Why did Vedanta Foxconn, that was 100% coming to our state, why was it taken from Maharashtra and given to Gujarat? Eventually it didn't even come in Gujarat. The nation has lost out because of this ego point. Airbus Tata, Bulk Drug Park, Medical Device Park, even a World Cup final should have either happened in Eden Gardens or Wankhede at Mumbai, or maybe at Mohali or any other established center or Delhi. But why did it go to Gujarat? The problem is, look, we're not anti-Gujarat. We have nothing against Gujarat personally. But the BJP today is only trying to impose Gujarati contractors onto our state and take away all our jobs and all our industries to Gujarat. That is the problem today. And that is why we as Maharashtra feel left out. Just like Ladakh is feeling left out. When the Article 370 was removed from the constitution. We were all happy, we celebrated that day.
Yeah.
And we still do. But the point is, at the same time, when Ladakh was made into union territory, it was given a promise to be given full statehood. Why hasn't it been made? Why has Delhi not been given full statehood when the BJP was running a campaign locally in Delhi back then? Why did it lie to the people of Delhi that they will make it a full state just because an opposition party has won it? Why are 40,000 Ladakhis on the streets today? Why is Maharashtra not given its full GST back, which is due for us? So, if you see the actions of the BJP in the past decade, from 2014 to 2024, especially in the past 2.5 years, where they broke down a government that was democratically elected, democratically come together, why do you hate Maharashtra so much?
Since you have mentioned about the past government, how different is 2024 election campaign when compared with 2019? Because then you were campaigning with the BJP and now for the first time you are with the Congress as your alliance.
Exactly. In 2019, if you remember, we sort of chose to get back with the BJP because the BJP top leadership came to Matoshri, spoke about Maharashtra, spoke about Shiv Sena and the BJP and the alliance that we had. And we thought they were trying to stitch the wounds or bruises that they had created with their treachery in 2014. They had broken away from us during Vidhan Sabha 2014. We were Hindus back then, we were Hindus now also. But they broke away. 2019, they needed us, just like they needed some other parties. When we got back with them, if you remember, they sort of made the schedule of Maharashtra very compact in terms of polling. Now they're in 5 phases.
Yeah.
They're struggling.
The state never seen polls in 5
Without
phases.
us, they've had to break Shiv Sena. They're not getting the vote share. They had to steal away our party name, our party symbol. Still, they're not making it. Then they had to break away the Pawar family. They had to steal the NCP name and steal the NCP symbol. Still, they're not making it. Now they're trying to steal a Thackeray with them because we're not with them. Whereas in 2019, when we were with them, we were there very humbly and we were campaigning. We thought that the BJP would make up for all the treachery and backstabbing they had done. But they didn't need anyone else. Today, they're scrambling for everything.
Do you think they are still struggling in Maharashtra?
Absolutely, because none of their promises have come true. Look at the last 2.5 years. All the job possibilities that were coming to Maharashtra have gone away to Gujarat. Single-handedly given away to Gujarat. The youth in Maharashtra is asking the question, where are our jobs? What we could do as the MVA government with the BJP at the center from 2019 to 2022, why can't the Mindi government do it now? The agrarian crisis. During COVID lockdown, when the economy was under a shutdown across India, we still have helped the farmers. 2020, we've distributed 14,500 crores due to climate disasters. The loan waiver that Uddhav Thackeray ji had promised was given to the farmers. You go and ask them today also. They say Uddhav Thackeray's loan waiver reached us. BJP's loan waiver is only on hoardings. They say Uddhav Thackeray helped us during the worst of our times. The BJP did not even come, and the leaders and the Prime Minister did not even come to Maharashtra during Tokte, whereas Gujarat got 1,500 crores. Why are we facing second-class treatment all the time? And like I said, what is Maharashtra going to get by voting for BJP? Nothing. Just like Bihar has got nothing by voting for BJP, just like Jharkhand got nothing by voting for BJP, just like Delhi or Ladakh or any other state has got nothing by voting for BJP.
Like any other southern state as well?
Absolutely. I mean, South has absolutely decided that they don't want the BJP.
Okay.
It is for us now to realize.
Can you elaborate on the South?
I mean, you look at Kerala, Tamil Nadu, they do not want the BJP, they don't want any kind of imposition of the BJP onto them. It's not about, see, this battle is not about North or South, this battle is not about language. It's about the attitude of the BJP, which is dictatorial. The BJP wants to convert India into something like a Chinese democracy. One party, internal democracy. And which is what even the North is realizing today. You look at the numbers that will be coming out from UP or Bihar on 4th of June. Look at Rajasthan. You will feel the change there.
Okay.
Because whatever we were promised as India, be it North, South, East, West, Central India, Northeast India, we have not got. And today, after 10 years of misgovernance, Nehru is blamed and Indira ji is blamed. Even for the 10 years of the BJP. Where are we headed?
So do you believe loyalty and sympathy will translate into votes in the Lok Sabha elections, or voters are waiting for the assembly elections in Maharashtra especially?
Both ways. I mean, assembly elections, you will feel a huge impact as well. But today the question is about, first and foremost, what everyone's worried about is whether the BJP will come back to power, because if they come back to power, God forbid, they will change the constitution. And this is not me saying it, and this is not what you or he has heard probably. This is 5 or 6 BJP candidates as senior as Pankaja Munde speaking about it. This is the BJP's core team speaking about it. These are BJP, some of past ministers who who when you bump into them tell you that Aditya, please neutralize, because otherwise the BJP will change the constitution and whatever rights you and I have in this country will go away. Because like I said, they want to make this into a BJP constitution, not Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar's constitution.
The BJP has been projecting confidence about returning to power with slogans like "Ab ki baar 400 bar." Do you think the Modi factor is really working in Maharashtra?
Look, in Maharashtra and wherever I've been across the country, they say "Ab ki baar Bhajpa tadi par." Because
that is a slogan given by your father, Mr.
Absolutely,
Thackeray.
exactly. And the point is, why do you need 400? You had 10 years. What did you do in the 10 years? First, tell us before you bring out your manifesto. Tell us what have you delivered in the 10 years. Let's start from the agrarian distress. Today, by 2022, farmers' incomes were supposed to be doubled. Has it been doubled? No. You've roamed around in the rural areas of Maharashtra and you've seen the farmer distress up front. The prices, we were promised back then in 2014 as allies also that the dollar would be equal to the rupee, or the rupee will get equivalent to the dollar. What is it today? We're the lowest. We're one of the worst performing currencies right now. In terms of smart cities, where have we built it? On the moon. 100 smart cities were supposed to come up. Everyone was supposed to get a house under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. You see the RTIs and the answers that people have got, 30% of it, whatever's happening, is still on paper. These are some of the, jumlas, and jumlas are now happily rebranded as guarantees. It's just a jumla, and it's very evident.
Who do you see as a viable alternative to Prime Minister Modi then?
Do you think a country of...
Don't you think there is a Tina factor in...
Do you think 1 billion plus people do not have anyone else worthy of doing better governance than the BJP? The BJP has no alternative. They have only one face.
Okay.
The India Alliance has multiple alternatives, and the India Alliance has voices from all across the country. The BJP has only a voice, and the BJP only listens to Gujarat. Unfortunately, everything. Now you look at even Uttar Pradesh. Whenever I've been to many cities across Uttar Pradesh, be it Mathura, be it Uttar Pradesh's Varanasi or Ayodhya, the locals fear Gujarati contractors taking over the jobs and locals not getting the jobs in Uttar Pradesh. The Bhumiputras not getting the jobs in Uttar Pradesh. This is the bigger problem. Like I said, nothing personal against Gujarat, no fight with Gujarat. But why is only one state favored? Are we not a part of India? And again, like I said, we have multiple choices. This is about the country's constitution, not about the face.
Okay. So, Chief Minister Eknath Shinde and his faction leaders have been alleging that Uddhav Thackeray was not accessible. He was inaccessible when he was the Chief Minister, and he continues to be inaccessible. So,
I think what Mr. Minde must be talking about is when he used to run away to his farm
when
house.
you are referring Chief Minister Shinde as Mr. Minde.
There is no Chief Minister who is Mr. Shinde. There's an unconstitutional Chief Minister who's stolen our party, and then he's run away to Gujarat, and he's formed a government which is anti-democratic and unconstitutional.
Okay.
He's just a gang leader there. And that is what I'm saying. Uddhavji must have been inaccessible to him when this man would have gone to deal with the BJP. The rest of the times, every person across Maharashtra has found Mr. Uddhav Thackeray to be accessible. This man, this person who's a coward, who ran away, he only ran away to save himself from jail. And the point again is, he wanted to be in the BJP only for his own skin. That is why. And he did this in the worst of our times for the family. Anyway, I mean, I don't give
when
him
you talk
importance.
about jail, Aditya, you are accusing, indirectly you are accusing him of indulging in some kind of activities when your government was in power then.
Absolutely.
You were not aware?
We had called him to Varsha Bungalow on 20th of May. And I think that narrative is everywhere. Chalo, wo to ho gaya. That I will speak on whenever again I have to speak on.
Yes.
Let's speak about today. I have challenged him multiple times that if he believes he is the righteous chief minister and he can do a lot of things, apart from threatening our karyakartas, he can do nothing. If he really wants to do something, ask him to come and sit across me for a debate. I am ready to sit here, Abhinay. Let's have you in the middle as the moderator. Let's ask him, or let him ask me, or let us debate about the industries that have gone away in the past 2.5 years. The job opportunities the youth of Maharashtra has lost in the past 2.5 years. The rising crime in Maharashtra in the past 2.5 years. The absolute disarray. All our cities and our rural areas are in terms of administration in the past 2.5 years. Why Mumbai's traffic has seen people driving in the wrong lanes. Why Mumbai's lanes are seeing garbage not being picked up. Why Pune's rivers are being destroyed. Why Nagpur's forests are being destroyed. Let him come and debate with me. Let's debate on the agrarian crisis. Chalo, let's also debate on only how his farmland is the most prosperous farmland in India, where you can have 2 helicopters landing, and what fertilizer he uses so that he can achieve 2 helicopters in his kitty, and how the other farmers' suicides are on the rise.
But replying to the same allegation about the helicopters landing in his farm, so he says that you don't want to see the farmers prosper.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if this one individual is the model farmer of India, I will arrange personally his classes and take him village to village to show the other farmers what farming he does. He can come along with me. I'll be very happy. Which farmer across Maharashtra has run away to Gujarat, Guwahati and Goa because they had something to hide? Which farmer in Maharashtra has had an allegation of Pannas Khoke Ekdam Okay of buying out MLAs? Not by me, by MLAs themselves. Which farmer in Maharashtra is moving around in convoys and whatever? I think this is all sham. Let him speak the truth and sit in front of me.
Okay. So Aditya, like you have mentioned about June 2022, can you just tell us what exactly has happened? What is the episode?
I think that is all everywhere. I can tell you about June 4th, 2024, and the India Alliance will win on that day.
Okay. But for our viewers, can you just tell me for a minute or so, like what exactly has happened? Like why did he left? Why Eknath Shinde has left?
Everybody knows this that in November 2021, when my father underwent 2 surgeries, one was a planned surgery, scheduled surgery, and the other one was an emergency surgery. After which he couldn't, his movements were restricted, his meetings were restricted, he was in a bubble, but he was handling the COVID crisis from his hospital bed for a month and a half. He was speaking to each and every minister, to all our party office bearers, and to the government officials as much as he could, put his strain on. I think in that period, Mr. Minde realized that the BJP is closing down on him in terms of whatever allegations in his kitty was, and 2, he realized that if he wants to be the chief minister, this is the only time to break the party, buy out people possibly, which apparently he did, and run away.
So you ever sensed that he want to be the chief minister?
A lot of people in our party were speaking about it. A couple of MLAs came and spoke to us about it, and yet we trusted him blindly, saying, no, how can he do that? He's our man. 20th May, he was called to the Varsha bungalow and asked if he wants to be the chief minister. And that's the time he had cried in front of my father.
Okay.
But whatever he had to do, and he's done that only to save his own skin. And he's run away to Gujarat, Goa. And what was worse is, Abhinay, in life, some people come into your life to give you a social identity, political identity, give you your first ticket to contest, or probably in your corporate life, give you your first job and then promotion and whatever, right? Will you ever betray that person in his worst of times during his health crisis? Would you ever betray him, run away and make your colleagues dance on a table when that man resigns and because you have made him resign with a dirty trick and treachery? You wouldn't do that. Nobody, no humane person who has a golden heart would ever do this. But these people are sold souls. What do you expect from them?
So do you blame the state leadership of the BJP or the central leadership for whatever the split in Shiv Sena?
I think the BJP has been instrumental in making politics dirty. Be it across the country, if you see all the people who we as, an alliance partner with the old BJP fought against in terms of
your alliance.
Yes, we were with them for 25 years. All the protests, the andolans, the rasta rokos, the jails, the lati katis that we faced together, fighting against these corrupt people. Today, each and every of that corrupt person is in the BJP on a high post. Where does the core BJP karyakarta who was on the streets fighting for the BJP go? They've not got any post today. Nothing to benefit out of, nothing to gain out of. In fact, their family is also facing the same inflation of gas, diesel, petrol that everyone else is facing. Their families also are facing unemployment. But again, if you see, in Maharashtra, the BJP and Mr. Devendra Fadnavis, who said, "Me badla ghetla," I took a revenge. Does your revenge involve breaking one party, that has supported your party in your lowest of times and supported your leaders in their lowest of times. Insulting the holiest shrine for us, which is my grandfather's room,
Yes.
as some kholi, just another room. Does it involve taking away our symbol and our party name? Likewise with the Pawar family, breaking the family, making them contest against each other, taking away their party name and symbol. This kind of dirty politics was never found in Maharashtra, which the BJP has got into our Maharashtra by ways of their invasion. And we're going to stop that.
So do you think it augur well with the voters?
And this is the culture which I'm saying is being imposed by the BJP, nothing else.
Do you think the voters are accepting the split in the parties?
You will see on 4th of June, you will be astounded by the result. A change will happen. You will find the BJP backtracking.
But as people say in the national elections, it is more about the prime ministerial phase than the local leadership. So my question to you again is, will the split have an impact in the Lok Sabha elections, or people are waiting for the assembly elections to be held?
Both elections, in every election, because Abhinay, had the BJP not realized that they're not winning in Maharashtra, Pune and Chandrapur Lok Sabha seats wouldn't have gone without an MP for a year and a half. Mumbai, Pune, Thane, Navi Mumbai, Nasik, Kolhapur, Solapur, Vasai, Virar, all of these municipal corporations could have happened. The BJP is not even ready to hold Mumbai University Senate election polls.
Yeah.
So, and you are an investigative journalist too. You've been on ground. You've been roaming around. You see the state of Maharashtra today, feeling insulted by the BJP. You see us facing injustice. You see our jobs going away. You see all the corporate offices being forced to shift away. You see the diamond market being forced to shift away. You see, the destruction that is coming in with the bullet train, that they want to shift everything with the speed of the bullet train to Gujarat. Why did they not have a bullet train from Mumbai to Delhi or Mumbai to Nagpur?
But the diamond market is coming back to Mumbai again.
Because with all due respect, they're not finding the same support as Maharashtra naturally supports them. Maharashtra is an ecosystem. Gujarat has a different set of culture. It is an entrepreneurial state. Maybe they're prospering in their own way. They do Vibrant Gujarat very well. But while Vibrant Gujarat was going on, and because Vibrant Gujarat was going on, we as Maharashtra in the past 2 years have been told by the government of India not to hold magnetic Maharashtra. The same time, Tamil Nadu has its own investment meet. They've got 6.5 lakh crores.
Vibrant Gujarat is one. So, is this a reason why in the last 2 phases the voting percentage has come down?
I think if you see, people will vote decisively. Whatever the percent, whoever votes will vote decisively. And 2, of course, you can see the heat. But at the same time, the heat the country is facing at the hands of the BJP. The success story of the BJP today is, in a room of 5 or 6 people, all of us internally are thinking, Mera kuch fayda nahi hua. 15 lakhs hasn't come into my bank account. As a farmer, my income hasn't doubled. In Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, I haven't got a home. I haven't seen 100 smart cities, but maybe you have. And the fear of, these agencies and the surveillance is not making me talk to you and you to him.
Okay.
But people today are talking and will vote decisively.
Okay. Amit Shah is coming to Maharashtra and is attacking your family. So how do you see it?
See, these outsiders will come and attack Maharashtra. They've been attacking Maharashtra for the past 10 years. Where were all of these people, big leaders, when we were grappling with COVID? When we were asking for migrant trains, Mr. Piyush Goyal had refused on 23rd March to give us trains, give it to us straight on 1st of May. If you see the migrant labor from be it Bengal, UP, Bihar, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, everyone was walking. We as Maharashtra have provided labor camps and paid for their tickets on the trains whenever they opened up. Today they are asking for votes. Where were these top BJP leaders when we were grappling with COVID, and now they are coming and making allegations and trying to arrest our colleagues? At least the situation wasn't as bad as Surat and other places in Gujarat, which is why probably they've made a uncontested election in Surat. At least people weren't, dying on the streets like UP.
Yes.
We cared for everyone and we worked for everyone irrespective of their caste, creed, religion, political background, because that is our first duty. My first religious duty is to serve everyone, and my first most holiest document is the Constitution of India, which the BJP wants to alter and change.
Talking about politics, do you think Maratha reservation will have an impact?
See,
how this government has handled it?
I'll tell you again, the BJP has been fooling every caste across India, wherever from 2013 to now, if you see, every state that the BJP had won decisively in the past decade, They've taken away one caste and tried to make the others fight with them. Today in Maharashtra, they've promised Maratha reservation, they've promised Dhanga reservation, they've promised multiple things to Maharashtra. Let me not get into nitty-gritties of it. But today, having a government at the center, having a government of state, you have kept multiple issues on the boil. Tell me one issue that they have solved, the BJP has solved to serve the people.
Okay. So my straight question is, will this issue have an impact in the ongoing polls?
Every issue in Maharashtra will have an impact. Every issue, right from unemployment to caste to identity, because today if you see, nobody is liking the way Maharashtra is being treated by the BJP.
So it is like politics in Maharashtra is becoming increasingly polarized along emotional lines. So what are your thoughts on this?
I think we as the youth of Maharashtra are finding an alternative to the BJP because technically it is said Kamal Khichad mein khilta hai. How much muck do you want to create for Kamal to grow in our state? You know, you've created enough of it. Why are you not talking about the work that you may have possibly done in the past 10 years? Why are you not talking about the employment figures? Why are you not talking about GDP in terms of gas, diesel, petrol? Why are you not talking about, have you given classical language status to Marathi? Why are you not talking about what you've done for Mumbai? Even the MTHL, which has been rebranded as Atal Setu by the BJP, was done by us. The coastal road has been 1/3 inaugurated by the BJP, to take credit, has been done by us, and yet these guys are not being able to complete it. Had we been in government, we would have completed by December last year.
As a young leader, what is your definition of Hindutva? And the Shiv Sena faction alleges that the core Hindutva ideology of the Shiv Sena has been diluted by joining hands with the Congress.
People in that Minde gang who've joined the Sena in the last 2 or 3 years are going to teach us Hindutva and Shiv Sena. I think this is a big joke. Again, let them sit in front of me and debate it and look eye to eye. They won't. The point is this, that our Hindutva is very clear. Hriday mein Ram aur haath ko kaam. Hriday mein Ram sabke hai. Who has employment today?
Yes.
Who has employment? In our country, again, this is, everyone is thinking probably you are employed by someone, you are employed by someone. I think the biggest employment scheme of the BJP was hiring trolls who in turn makes more bots. But there is, apart from 2 rupee trolls, the BJP has provided employment to nobody. The biggest thing is, again, look, our Hindutva is very clear. For example, there is one example in this country, and I say this in every speech. There was a lady called Bilkis Bano who was raped. Her daughter, 3-year-old daughter, or her child who was 3-year-old, was smashed in front of her and killed. When her rapists were arrested by court orders, last year the BJP has taken them out from jail illegally, garlanded them. One senior cabinet minister garlanded them and took them around in campaigns. The Hindutva taught to us by my grandfather, Hindu Hriday Samrat Bala Thackeray, is whatever be Bilkis Bano's religion, caste, creed, and whatever be the religion, caste, creed of the rapist has to be hung to death. Nobody should be able to touch women or insult women, or for any man to man also.
Yes.
The point is, religion is in our hearts, but in governance you have to have the constitution as your foremost religion. And of course, we go to temples. We've been to Ayodhya. We went to Ayodhya before the BJP even thought of it in the past term. The BJP had forgotten about it. The Ram temple is thanks to the Supreme Court, the Honorable Supreme Court. The BJP did not bring in an ordinance or a law. And at the same time, our Hindutva doesn't tell you what to eat and what to wear.
Okay.
So, Hriday mein Ram aur haath ko kaam.
Okay. So, Aditya, like Congress was your arch rival for almost all these years since the party was formed, and you have joined hands with them. And like they say, राजकारण में कोई दोस्त और परमानेंट दुश्मन नहीं होता है. Will you ever consider joining hands with BJP again?
नहीं, देखो तकलीफ ऐसे है ना कि the people who we are fighting against in the Congress.
My continuation to my question.
Yeah.
So are you fighting against a few individuals in the BJP? Are you against a few?
No, I'll come to
BJP?
that. I'll come to that. Look, the people who we are fighting against in the Congress, be it the corruption, be it the misgovernance, in the past 10 years, all of them went to the BJP, and now we're BJP colors, so now we have to fight the BJP.
Yeah.
The first and foremost thing is to save our democracy, to save free speech, to save our constitution and constitutional rights. Today, if you see what has happened in Mumbai, just yesterday, I think one female journalist, forget for a minute she is male or female, you know,
a journalist.
Let's not go into the gender also.
A journalist.
A journalist
Yeah.
or a citizen of this state. A citizen of this country, forget even that she's a journalist, has been threatened because she wrote about one candidate of the BJP from North Mumbai.
You would like to take his name?
Mr. Piyush Goyal.
Piyush Goyal,
Not being able to tolerate the smell of fish in a fishing wharf, fishery. So I think this is what it has boiled down to. You had 10 goons go to a house and threaten her not to write reports like this henceforth. The problem is in our country, the BJP that we had allied with was Vajpayee's BJP. It believed in transparency, in accountability, in coexistence, in taking everyone together. Today's BJP only believes in the coexistence of ED, IT, CBI along with the BJP. And that too only till it serves its purpose. The fact is, the BJP today does not believe in the coexistence of anybody. You may be a BJP member also, but if you don't serve their purpose, you are not a part of their core group.
Okay.
The Congress and we have earlier come together during Ms. Pratibha Tai Patil's election, during Pranab Das election. If you see, both the times, my grandfather has given open support to the Congress.
Yes.
The battle back then with the Congress was democratic. And today, the battle with the BJP is democratic. It is not personal. But the core is, in the past 75 years, the constitution or the or democracy has never faced such a big threat as we face today, unknowingly.
So
at least Mrs. Gandhi had the guts to declare it as an emergency. The BJP is not even doing that.
So you're talking about joining hands with, anyway, you're joining hands with Congress. So, but at the same time, the Mahavikas Aghadi is having some issues, like the seat sharing, like
It's
we can
all
talk
done.
about the Sangli issue.
Yeah. Abhinay, that's sorted. See, I'll tell you, 25 years with the BJP. I've seen, back then also, I used to just participate here and there, not as a politician when I was small, younger. Seat sharing issues always will happen between two allies, and they're bound to happen. If they don't happen, it means that both the parties are not strong at all.
Okay, yeah.
Seat sharing issues only happen when both the parties feel that, okay, we can win this seat for the alliance. And they happen. They've happened all across. It's a good sign for the alliance that, okay, now we're together. Our strength is here, let us contest. But today, if you see, the seat sharing is done. All whatever pulling and pushing had to happen has been done. It's in the past. Now we're fighting together for our democracy and our constitution.
So it's a healthy.
Whereas the BJP today is still trying to bully the Mindi gang and the broken NCP. The NCP and the Mindi gang are trying to negotiate with the BJP. Within the BJP, they're not able to give candidates for seats like Mumbai North Central.
Yeah.
Because nobody from their party wants to fight. They know they're going to lose.
A few weeks ago, BJP has alleged, before the Mahavikas Aghadi has announced their seats, BJP leader, including Devendra Fadnavis, was saying that they are yet to finalize, the Mahavikas Aghadi is still struggling to finalize the seat sharing formula.
They focus so much on us and breaking us down and taking revenge from us that they've forgotten to serve Maharashtra and also accommodate their own party members. Look at people like Mr. Gopal Shetty. He's worked his way up from the bottom as a cooperator and, you know, at every level, worked hard. But now he's been ousted for someone who's been airdropped there. Multiple examples I can give you across Maharashtra. Look, in Maharashtra only, when the Minde gang formed their government, the CM was given to someone who hopped over because of him wanting to be a part of the join or jail policy. One DCM has been given to NCP's broken gang, one DCM to BJP. 10 ministers to the Minde gang.
They got a clean sheet.
Clean sheet. Okay, chalo, that is the washing machine is a different issue. 10 ministers to the Minde gang. 10 ministers to the BJP, out of which only 6 are the original BJP, 4 are new entrants in 2019. 9 ministers to the broken away NCP. The speaker also was selected from someone who had just joined the BJP in 2019 after hopping away from 2 parties. What has the core BJP Karyakarta got in Maharashtra today? Zilch, zero, nothing.
Okay.
So, like I said, be it the politics of Mr. Fadnavis or the current BJP, who are the top 5 faces of the BJP when you think of BJP today, Amena, in Maharashtra? Can you name 5 faces?
Okay.
They're all 2019 and later imports who have spoken vociferously against the Prime Minister.
All the turncoats, you mean to say.
Who have abused the BJP, who have worked against the BJP, were taken and now put airdropped onto the heads of the BJP Karyakartas.
So do you think the BJP, hardcore BJP Karyakarta is upset with the...
The point is, will they fight for the BJP that doesn't really care for them? Or should they fight for a BJP that doesn't really care for them or their ideals? Had the BJP really worked on their ideals and for their ideals and for the country, they would have not taken people who had corruption cases to join or jail policy.
But will the BJP Karyakarta, who has been BJP's voter for decades or for... Yeah. Will he vote for the Congress or the other party?
It's for them to think whether they will vote for such corrupt people that they've imported from all other parties.
Okay. So would you like to say something on the clean cheat issue to Sunetra Pawar?
Not really. I don't want to speak on individuals, but you've seen this policy across India, and probably they will apply it to the world also.
Okay.
That whoever's corrupt, come into BJP, you'll get a thing.
Why Bombay is always under construction, Aditya?
Look, in the past 2 years, if you see all the plans we worked on. For example, I'll give
like
you.
You remember a few weeks ago when we met, we were discussing about the
Air quality,
artificial lights, air quality and artificial lights, and High Court. There was a bill in High Court saying that it is very bad for the.
I'll give you a simple example. What they've defunded. As the MV government and as the Guardian Minister, me and my colleague Aslam Sheikh, who was working in South Mumbai, both of us, we pushed for a thing called Safe Schools. We were working with global agencies. What is Safe School? Safe School is around any school, private or public. 50 meters radius has to be better for a child to step off the bus, carpool, cab, rickshaw, cycle, private car, whatever he comes or she comes on, go into school and go back home. Inside the school, we were doing ophthalmology, eye tests, mental counseling and checkup, dental checkup, type 1 diabetes management, and basically ensuring that the child is safe in the city. Any city that is safe for the child will be safe for everybody. This regime, unconstitutional regime, has defunded that.
So you continue to call them unconstitutional?
They are unconstitutional. They will be marked out as unconstitutional by the Honorable Supreme Court whenever we get justice very soon. They have defunded programs which were, for example, like electrification of buses, planning of cities, looking at inner lanes. See, any politician who wishes to make a mark sort of thinks of the big roads and the 6-lane highways and tunnels and all that. No, none of us look at the inner roads. I was focusing on making our inner roads, gullies, bylanes safer, better footpaths, accessible footpaths. What have they done now? They've put railings on footpaths all across. Where will you access a footpath from? And this is only to loot Mumbai. This constant digging is only to loot Mumbai. The mega road scam of the BMC that had exposed last year.
Yes.
I can challenge you today, let's go on any one of those roads across Mumbai. Not even 30% of the work is done after a year and a half. But the money has been given away.
You should not mention about the Gokhale Bridge at all.
Gokhale Bridge is another joke altogether that the local BJP MLA has indulged in. He went 5 times. Clicked selfies and put pictures. And he did not realize that the bridge is not aligned with the Barfiwala flyover. And this is again the biggest failure of the railways. The Indian railways, if you see, whatever's happening is a PR job. Selfie khicho, ye khicho, wo khicho. But the Indian railways today, under the current minister, has become the biggest failure in the history of Indian railways. Independent India.
Okay. And you are talking about, you mentioned about the Indian railways, but there are almost 60 lakh commuters every day who take the local trains, but none of your manifesto or any other party's manifesto talk about that.
We do. We talk about Mumbai at large. Today, if you see, one of our programs back then as government of Maharashtra was also to better the periphery around the railways.
The current government is renaming the railway stations.
Yes, but are they changing the names of the railway station, which is fine. But are they also changing the situation of the railway station? Our railways are being delayed because of certain Vande Bharat trains also. The bigger issue, Abhinay, is today if you see something like the Delhi Road Bridge, we had a footpath earlier. When we were making the bridge, there was a footpath on the bridge. Today there's no walking pathway on the bridge. The Gokhale and Barfiwala flyover are misaligned. Likewise, it's all contractor driven today. The problem really is no one's listening to the people.
This was my next question. Like, you have been making allegations about various scams.
Yeah. It's all contractor driven. It's about what are the kickbacks and who's the contractor benefiting. Nothing else.
So do you think, Aditya, are people talking about the manifestos? Party manifestos, like you make so much effort to draft a manifesto, but are people really talking about it, or are they just receptive to the issues raised by the opposition?
No, I think funnily enough, the Congress manifesto is being more spoken about by the BJP with their lies and trying to paint it in the wrong way than anybody else. But people are reading the manifestos. The other thing people are also looking into is what was the BJP's manifesto, because see, their manifesto will be very important. They were in government for the past 10 years with the majoritarian rule. What had they promised to the people and what have they delivered?
But having controlled the BMC for almost more than 2 decades, I would say 2.5 decades if I'm not wrong.
25 years.
25 years, 2.5 decades. What accomplishments can you highlight?
I think multiple things, but the first and foremost is when we took over the BMC in 1997, the BMC was in a deficit of 600 crores.
Okay.
Loss-making deficit. When we left it in 2021, 2022, when the term got over and elections were due, we brought it to 92,000 crores surplus. The BMC is the only municipal corporation in India that went into 92,000 crores surplus, did not bow down to Delhi or any other agency, only because Mumbai's money was safe with Shiv Sena led BMC. The BMC's budget document every year showed where every penny of this 92,000 crores is going. It was attached to funds or pensions or to salaries or something like that. Today, the committed expenditure of the BMC under this Minde government is 2.5 lakh crores. Where are you going to get the money from? You're putting the BMC into loss again. For a thing like the coastal road completely planned by Uddhav ji and the BMC, we did not put a hidden tax or a single toll, which the BJP is trying to claim credit for. Multiple bridges, roads, footpaths, but the BMC again. I'll give you examples. Like for example, the BMC is the only municipal corporation across probably Asia to have 4 medical hospitals of its own. Apart from not just primary healthcare, which is the basic duty of a municipal corporation, but secondary healthcare and super speciality, trauma care. Then you have things like mohalla clinics, which are already going on. The BMC for all these years gives water to the people at 2.5 to 3 rupees per person per litre, whereas it comes to the BMC at 11.5 rupees per person per 1,000 litre. So these are things that we are doing already for the past 25 years. I remember Mr. Kejriwal doing it in Delhi when he took over government. The electricity under the BST has been subsidized for years and years. I hear Adani electricity is going to get suddenly expensive for Mumbaikars now. Water. BMC has 3 dams already. Our Middle Vaitarna Dam, the Hindu Samrat Bala Thackeray Middle Vaitarna Dam, was the 9th fastest dam in the world built during our time. You look at schools. Again, our duty as the BMC was just primary schools. We've gone into KG to 10th standard. 3.5 lakh kids study in those schools in almost 8 languages: English, semi-English, Marathi, Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Urdu, Gujarati. We introduced tab learning for them. We're the only municipal corporation across India or probably Asia to have a state board. We introduced CBSE, ICSE, IGCSE and IB free of cost. We've got people like Akshay Patra and multiple self-help groups giving midday meals to schools. We've introduced sports, astronomy labs. So all of these things are going on. The BST buses, it is our duty to maintain 3,337 buses. This government has taken it down. But actually, our dream was to bring it to 10,000 buses electric by 2027, and also we would have run the first hydrogen bus by 2024.
Okay.
Double-decker electric buses were coming out on streets. In the BST, if you want to go 5 kilometers, it's 5 rupees. 10 kilometers, 10 rupees. 15 is 15. Anything more than 15 kilometers is 20 rupees flat.
Like it happens in the other countries.
Nowhere in the world is it as flat and as cheap and as affordable as the BST. Multiple things like the Mumbai Zoo. So many things that the BMC is doing that we don't realize because Mumbai has 16 planning authorities. The Western Express Highway, Eastern Express Highway, Eastern Freeway was never a part of BMC. It's only now come into the BMC. The East Coast was never a part of BMC. It's under the BPT. You have railways, you have airport line, and yet the BMC managed Mumbai. Today, if you see what has happened is, every street has been dug up. And see, Abhinay, what happens is, generally, for example, Hind Mata. It used to be Hind Mata and Gandhi Market used to be a regular spot for all the journalists to go every year because monsoon flooding wahan hota hi hai. When we got into government, as government of Maharashtra, we worked closely with the BMC and got those flooding spots completely done away with. Today there's no flooding. These are some of the things that we've been able to do apart from multiple things.
So, will you be able to highlight the accomplishments of the current government? And
the accomplishments of this regime. The Minde regime is loot Mumbai, and whatever's not lootable is shift to Gujarat. That is the only thing. See, I'll tell you, be it pre-monsoon works, be it the widening and deepening of rivers.
You should definitely talk about the air quality.
Be it the widening and deepening of rivers, be it the construction permissions, or be it the road works. Everything has to be planned and phased out along with other agencies. When you dig up a road, there are 42 utilities under a single road. The former municipal commissioner, Mr. Chahal, in his wild craze for supporting contractor friends of the former of the illegal CM, he has basically opened up all roads.
But if I'm not wrong, your government was the one who appointed
Yes, we
Mr.
did.
Chahal.
But then, back then, he got known for his work during COVID, which was under Mr. Uddhavji's directives.
Yes.
The boss really matters. Now the boss is a part of the Minde gang. So it changes. Now if you see today, what has happened is every road in Mumbai is dug up. Some of them have not been closed out. 31st May, if you don't close them, you will have floods in the city. You will have flash floods in those areas. These are some of the problems that these people who only see Mumbai to loot do not realize. We as Mumbaikars know our problems and our, our plus points. We know how to sort of jump up one point to another for Mumbai.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank you.
so much. For more such videos, please subscribe to The Hindu.